Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mind's Eye, and we're going to do the November full moon, and it is the Beaver full moon, and we are going to see exactly where it actually goes. So when this happens, you have to know that it is gone, it is done, it is bone. Those are old Gaelic words of getting it done on a way to a run to be a bay. It's not the best of full moons, but it definitely gives a solidarity to a lot of things. So when I have this, you have to say all is announced. And you say, why can't you actually speak right on your pronunciation? In reality, it's all real. So when I say this, there's some sort of separation of energy with this lover's card in reverse that you can't even get it done. So when you say that it's the Knight of Swords in reverse, it is haste in reverse, which is a halt stop. So this moon is something that you should probably rest during. Don't look into things too much. This is a disruptive energy. It's meant to be a little bit illusional, delusional, still a bit of a mystery. And you have to regain honor, you would say, but in actuality, it is maintaining honor. So I do see a principle of disrupt due to monetary imbalance. And it actually is the sun, it's happiness because they didn't get the message. They didn't see something. And you said, who? Who didn't see the message? I mean, there's just something like there's no clarity whatsoever what could have been done. So when you actually see the Eight of Swords, is this hostage? Is this healing? Is this something that shouldn't be done? Or should you start a new journey? I would say with this new moon, and I say, wait a minute, there's something not right. So that is why you really shouldn't go forward with the full moon. It is the Beaver full moon, meaning it will literally block and dam up for an intuitive stance. It really says something. So it's going to cause issues if you're going to make ties and tethers and um like anything that you're trying to do during manifestation. It's just going to be so hard rock because it has a lot of Jupiter still coming through. It has Neptune coming through. I don't see Orion coming through, and I don't see anything else of new, but you have to literally what we call sue. So when you sit and you sue, it means you sit and stand still and just like eat your comfort foods. Just lay low, just be normal. What you want to do as far as this full moon coming on the 17th is this. And why would I say the 17th? You're going to see it on its date on the 15th, but you're not going to feel it until the 17th. And then you're going to see it actually truly on the 19th. In the past videos over the last couple of months, like November was something that nobody was supposed to know anything. It was universal correction from planetary measures, constellations. You can't control what's happening no matter what's in paper. It's all based on energy effect to artifact effect. It's going to put a halt stop with that chariot in reverse. It's making people rest after all the continuous events over many years. It's showing me the number 9. This is something that does not want this type of reunion happening. And when I'm seeing reunion, I'm seeing like a gathering together in a form of a say. It's going to cause chaos if you force something this week. So just continue to be paced out. and have pauses. Continue. If you're someone who is a little bit to themselves, stay like that a little bit longer. This finality of relief, the Ten of Swords, is going to come in and end this, which is the death rebirth. I don't see rebirth to a degree, but I see prudency along a path. It's really hurtful what actually comes out through this energy due to inhibitions. Inhibitions is a true meaning of addictions, of things that are on a whim that they have to get done. The Eight of Pentacles means there was no skill in something that the universe wants the collective to see. That the Eight of Cups says there is such a rash turning point of a pivot to what you would say a left. But if I'm walking out my door and I take my left to my car, I actually go up the driveway and want to say, go to hell. So when I say that, it says Ace of Cups. Now, is this a calling out or is this a psychic? I really am not calling it out as a psychic, but what I'm doing is actually truling a north. It's an old psychic term. When you trul a north, you have to say it is all DONE based on the pace of the word of the mouth. So when you say that, you have to say, go about. So when you do it, Ace of Cups in reverse, counterintuitive, because everyone's in this phase, and it's a good thing of sitting and meditating and gaining and gathering energy that you need to go forward on to get balance. But it's an offering of emotions on the table when I see the bowl of soup to the Knight of Wands of a passionate impulse of a crossroads. When I hear, let's do this, let's set the stage and get it done, I see the High Priestess. This truly, that card shows how that woman in the card is just sitting and saying, no, I just downloaded energy in my own way. I got it in my own way by my own self. And it said, don't do it. Don't make a move at all. The Hierophant says this source that is with people, which is this full moon coming, is going to have a degree of apathy, discontent, but there is relief from disappointments, the Five of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Swords says it will come in like a thief in the night, unbeknownst, if you try to buck it. So when I'm seeing the buck, the male deer, but it's the beaver moon, it is completing out a cycle, which is the wheel, turning the event in the way that it needs to do to the Five of Pentacles in reverse and says, you just can't even make do on this. You can't even make do on it. So the Queen of Pentacles, I say, just sit pretty, sit solid, sit in content, in tranquility as it informs you. Even though there's money loss, there's something about needing to be in rest a little bit longer due to, I hate to say the word misogyny, that's the boil up of this around towards the end of the month. But truly, the universe from the 1st to the 19th wants like this reveal to come out really quick. I mean, there's some sort of like masculine dishonor. And I'm not saying true masculinity, I'm saying it's energy. And when you look at it scientifically, with atoms and ions, it really is a negative ion charge of mass that makes it masculine energy, which is clear, which then goes opaque to green. So when you say Six of Pentacles, there's like a deal coming in that's still being woven for positive movement and change to give us a victory. So let's look at the Oracle card and see what that has to say. So basically, when you see this, it has a lot of anxiety around this full moon. Animal spirit oracle. All right. The bat. When I see the bat, it's something that's still lingering and still haunting. When I see the dragonfly, you're going to get your messages in your own way, positively, to make the phoenix come through. So when I see the starfish, I see the hold put, and I see the fish. It is a coming forth and coming forward to the hyena, which is like a jackal dismay. And when I see the lizard, you just can't even go unnoticed. And I keep seeing people doing this, like rubbing their face. I feel like there's a degree of rest, like from stress also, that people need to take a break for a little while. That nightingale literally means this. It is a songbird that will give it through. All right, let's look at the Starseed Oracle. Okay, so when I say we the Hathors, that means deep milk, deep love, and birth as a portal. There's something ready to be ushered in. There's something of a birth coming in. And I'm seeing this, and it says, you'll survive this. There's new solutions, new beginnings. But I say, when I say my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe, I'm feeling that there was a degree of a while of collective energy of a type of micromanaging that needed to get done. So when it happens, when I'm seeing this, I'm seeing her actually relaxed in this card and just surrendering to the universe. So when I see bringing harmony and balance, it is being at rest this week. So when I'm seeing Orion energy and polarity, soul growth, conflict, there's a lot of new changes that need to happen in a positive way. But this is something we've done before. I mean, it's just, a new platform, maybe. It's just maybe a new car. It's just maybe something that's easy. And I mean, technically, it is a second term, but it's not a second term. Just, just jump right in and just say yes. But then when I'm saying this, I'm like, no, it's a little multifaceted. Look how she has the peonies in this. This is something think outside the box. That's when I see it. So when I'm looking at it at like trust where you're led, you'll understand with this full moon coming in what you need to do. It really is. So when you're seeing it, what is the frequency and hertz of this? So let's look at it as a psychic through the crystal quartz. It is a 99.45. It really is at 45. But there's something about a pith wire that you just can't even get done with. And when I'm looking at it as like, why am I talking about a pith wire in a full moon video about astrology? I have to say, it is something that comes in that has to get done. When, let me boil it down to simplicity. Basically, all you need to know is that when you have a pith wire as a analogy or a similarity in an astrological reading of a full moon of a beaver, that you can't even make it up. It literally is something of a new, is something of a charge. It's something that is going to be, when I'm looking at this wire band plugged in, it literally is a go to go. It's a go for it when it's time. Afterwards, I'm seeing everything come through. The selenite will definitely cleanse it away. Leave out your crystals and your water for this full moon because it will be highly charged. With that being said, since it's getting cantankerous, that's all I have to say. Any questions or concerns or comments, go ahead and leave a message or send me an email, and we'll talk to you soon.